Many people think that skipping breakfast is harmless. Some of you may start your day with coffee, thinking, I'll eat something later anyway, or I'm not hungry this morning. However, for a body that has been fasting for 8 to 10 hours overnight, breakfast may be more important than you think. Skipping breakfast can lead to energy dips, dizziness, or feeling weak throughout the day. This can be especially important for older individuals who take medication in the morning. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Jack Stone, and today's topic is breakfast. Today we will discuss the following. Can skipping breakfast really cause problems after the age of 60? For whom can skipping breakfast be risky? What is a more balanced morning routine that doctors generally recommend? I recommend watching the video until the end, because the first small habit of the day can affect your whole day. Chapter 1. What happens to your body when you skip breakfast? Many people think that skipping breakfast is not very important, especially those who think there is no need to rush during the day after retirement, prefer to start the day with just coffee. However, your body is already exposed to a long period of fasting throughout the night. When you wake up in the morning, your metabolism, which starts working intensely, naturally needs energy. And if you don't give it its first energy, you may start the morning with low blood sugar. Although most people don't notice this, in some individuals, this situation can result in fatigue, decreased attention, or slight dizziness. Especially after the age of 60, the body's energy balance can become more sensitive compared to when it was younger. Muscle mass may decrease over time, and the body may use energy differently. For this reason, if you don't provide the necessary energy in the morning, you may experience fatigue throughout the day. Especially after the age of 60, the body's energy balance can become more sensitive than when you were younger. Muscle mass can decrease over time, and the body can use energy differently. For this reason, the first meal of the day can help some people feel more balanced throughout the day. My patient, a gentleman named John, is 71 years old. When he came for his first appointment, he said he didn't eat breakfast. He only drank coffee in the mornings and went for a walk. He mentioned that he sometimes felt a little dizzy during his walks. Later, even though he didn't want to, we added a small, practical breakfast to his meals. For example, yogurt, some fruit, and a slice of whole grain bread. After a few weeks, he began to say that he felt more balanced during his morning walks. Of course, the same diet does not apply to everyone. Some people may prefer to eat later in the day. However, many health professionals point out that a small, balanced meal in the early hours of the day can support energy levels, especially in older age. Following this advice, John can now start his day more energetically with this small meal. The important thing here is not to have a big breakfast, but to think about a small, nutritious meal that can help the body start the day more balanced. Chapter 2. Why are blood sugar and energy balance important? Yes, skipping breakfast can lower your energy, but why? Let's talk about that a bit. The most important reason is blood sugar balance. Your body uses glucose to produce energy. Since it cannot get the energy it needs from outside sources during the night, it uses glucose, and glucose levels slowly decrease. In most healthy adults, this does not cause a major problem. However, especially after the age of 60, the way the body maintains this balance may change slightly. Some people may feel a little more tired when they haven't eaten anything for a long time in the morning. They may experience slight dizziness or distraction, especially when they get up. This is not true for everyone, but it can contribute to lower energy levels in the morning for some people. One point that many doctors emphasize is this. The first meal of the day not only provides energy, but can also help stabilize blood sugar fluctuations throughout the day. Linda is a very sweet retired teacher, 68 years old. When she first came to see me for a checkup, I had a short chat with her. I learned that she was one of those who skipped breakfast in the morning. Linda didn't feel sluggish in the mornings, but her complaints appeared in the afternoon. Around lunchtime, she felt an incredible sense of heaviness. After adding a light breakfast to this sweet teacher's morning routine, all her complaints began to diminish day by day. Now Linda's energy was more balanced throughout the day. The important thing here is not to have a big breakfast. Most experts point out that a small but balanced meal containing protein, fiber, and healthy carbohydrates can support the body at the start of the day, especially in older age. For example, the small meal we recommended for Linda included an egg, some yogurt, and a slice of whole grain bread. Of course, everyone's metabolism is different. For individuals with diabetes or other health conditions, planning their diet in consultation with their doctor is always the safest approach. Chapter 3. Morning medications and empty stomach, an overlooked detail. Many older adults take regular medications in the morning hours. Blood pressure medications, heart medications, thyroid medications, or certain vitamin supplements are examples of these. While some of these medications are recommended to be taken with food, others can be taken on an empty stomach. However, being completely fasting in the morning can cause different sensations in some people. For example, some blood pressure medications or diuretics can affect the body's fluid balance. If a person has been fasting for a long time in the morning and has taken their medications, they may sometimes experience mild dizziness or lightheadedness. This situation can be more pronounced, especially when standing up quickly. Let me introduce you to a case. This lady is a 73-year-old retired lawyer. Her complaint appeared after taking blood pressure medication. She sometimes felt unbalanced. When we reviewed her daily routine, we noticed that she often skipped breakfast. Following her doctor's suggestion, she added a small breakfast after her morning medication. A few weeks later, she said she had left behind the mornings when she felt unbalanced. Of course, an important point needs to be emphasized here. Every medication is different. Some medications in particular are medications that must be taken on an empty stomach. Therefore, it is essential to consult your doctor or pharmacist before making any changes. However, in general, many doctors point out that for people who take morning medications, a small and balanced meal in the first hours of the day can help the body start the day more comfortably. Sometimes a very small habit, for example, a yogurt, an egg, or a small slice of whole grain bread, can help you feel more balanced for the rest of the day. A simple and balanced morning routine, recommended by doctors. When talking about the importance of breakfast, our goal is not to fill the body all at once, but to help the metabolism start the day in a more balanced way after a night of fasting. That is, when you wake up in the morning, don't greet your eyes with a big bowl of sugary breakfast cereal, or eat a pancake with maple syrup, or stay away from fast consumption products like Egg McMuffin for convenience. Many nutrition experts, especially after age 60, recommend that breakfast include 3 simple things: protein, fiber, and a light carbohydrate. This combination can help reduce blood sugar fluctuations and keep energy more balanced throughout the day. For example, a fairly simple breakfast could be like this: a bowl of yogurt and a few pieces of fruit, or a boiled egg with a small slice of whole grain bread. For some people, even a handful of almonds and a piece of fruit may be enough. What's important here is not the size of the portion, but not leaving the body completely empty. Of course, everyone's lifestyle and health condition are different. Some people can follow different nutrition patterns. For this reason, especially for people with diabetes, heart disease, or other health problems, discussing their own nutrition plans with their doctors would be the safest approach. But the general idea is quite simple. Develop small but smart habits instead of making big changes. Because sometimes, even the first small meal of the day can affect your energy, balance, and overall well-being throughout the day more than you think. Take good care of your body because it's the only place we have to live. Do yourself a favor tomorrow by taking care of yourself today.